Hi, here with my review of the day. I know it's been a while since I did one, so and I will be reviewing Saint Vitus's "Born Too Late." And for those who don't know who Saint Vitus is, it was a really influential doom, one of the very first doom metal bands ever, and very influential to newer days traditional doom. And it was led by a very influential man, Scott Weinrich, who was bands such as like before Saint Vitus, Warhorse, and then even the Obsessed before that. And later went on to be in the Obsessed too. Of course, Saint Vitus, Spirit Caravan, Hidden Hand, Place of Skulls, Shrine Builder. He also has a solo album out, but I mean, Saint Vitus was one of the first American doom metal bands. There had always been bands like before them, like Witchfinder General and stuff, like that. But I mean, but even Witchfinder General had the doom feel, but Saint Vitus was the first one to actually bring in the slow tempos into their music. I mean, especially on tracks on this album like Born Too Late or Dying Inside, Hell, The Lost Feeling, The War Starter. Even on like the CD reissue bonus tracks, you could tell it on, like their cover of Black Flag's Thirsty and Miserable and The End of the End or Look Behind You. I mean, this album, the themes of this album really dwells on, a lot like alcohol abuse, suicide, talking about being depressed, depressant, and I mean, this is just really, to me, the real first doom metal album. I mean, this is their third album, but I mean, this is where they went like truly full doom. I mean, well, this was actually on SST Records. As you might know, started by Greg Ginn from Black Flag, and it featured like Dave Chandler on guitar, Mark Adams on bass, Armando Acosta on drums. I mean, but this album is really slow tempo. It's very, very slow. I mean, like I said, there had been bands before, like Witchfinder General, where they brought in like the doom that was more like new wave of British heavy metal based, and then there are bands like Pentagram from like the late '70s who went along with Sabbath, who went more of a bluesy feel on it. When Saint Vitus was really the one to bring up, like topics, like the dark topics, like I named, like alcohol abuse, suicide, drug abuse, depression. I mean, what really stands on me is the guitar on here is very distorted, very slow moving, very doomy, and especially the Scott Weinreich's vocals on here. I mean, just like faint voice, but he put so much feeling into the voice. I mean, bass on here is phenomenal. The drums slow paced, but still somewhat technical. But I mean, if I had to give this or number 10, 9.5. But I mean, If you haven't heard of Saint Vitus, just check him out. If you're a fan of well, if you're a fan of Bueno, you're gonna know who Saint Vitus is, and the Obsessed and Spirit Caravan and all them. But I mean, I'm just starting to ramble now. So see you guys next time.